Hello and welcome once again to another video. It is a wet and windy, miserable morning here. So we've recently done up north, we've had a rail tour and we've done a couple of train spotting videos, and now I thought it'd be nice to go back to my railway station videos. And today I am now at Wokingham Railway Station. So I've crossed over to the southwestern railway region of the network. So I haven't been here in a very long time. So there's been some changes which I'm going to go into. I'm going to talk about the history of the railway like we usually do, and then from here head on to Reading, which will be its own separate episode. But nonetheless, let's see what Wokinham's got to offer, and welcome once again to Down the Line. So Wokingham Station opened in 1849. It has 2 platforms and it's managed by Southwestern Railway. In terms of the services that come here, well, you've got Southwestern Railway and also Great Western Railway. The destinations that you can go involve Reading, Waterloo, Gatwick Airport and also Red Hill, as well as stations in between such as Winnersh and Winnersh Triangle. And to be fair, it's a simple design. Like I said, it's only 2 platforms, so it's fairly simplistic. However, there is a few bits that have changed, which I will touch on shortly. So I haven't been, like I said in the intro, I haven't been here for at least 6-7 years. So there have been some changes, not only to the station, but also to the layout of the roads outside as well. So it has had a lot of investment involved. But yeah, Wokingham, I mean, to be fair, if you're heading to like your places like Reading and Waterloo, then Wokingham is your ideal station. And it is just starting to rain again, but no matter, we will push on. So the location of Wokingham Station is rather quite interesting. It lays at the junction of the Waterloo to Reading and the North Downs lines. Not only that, in terms of the recent passenger figures, it stood at just over 1.2 million. I don't just want to stand here and go through the modern day side of the station. What I want to do now is cut back and look at the history of Wokingham Station.
When the line from Reading to Red Hill opened, it was opened in stages. The first section from Reading to Farnborough North included a station at Wokingham. A few years later, the Staines, Wokingham and Woking Railway also opened a line here, which gave Wokingham a direct route to London Waterloo. And in 1939, the line was electrified after the Southern Railway extended its electric service from Virginia Water to Wokingham and Reading.
So while I'm here, it would be rude not to do a bit of train spotting, as I've got quite a bit of time left until my next train. So I'm going to get as much of them as I can and then include the numbers and their destinations. So enjoy this. Interestingly, the footbridge behind me is like no other. So it actually is 130 years old. and it came about after 2 deaths at the level crossing back in 1886. Now, from what I have read, it's made from spare rail track. It is also believed to be the only type of this footbridge left in the UK, which makes it quite unique, obviously. So, I mean, looking at it, it doesn't show its age, and that is because it was completed in 2021, but Network Rail actually done a restoration project on it. I think some faults were seen around 2017, 2018, but obviously it took a while to get the planning application to get it restored done. So it has been done, and they've done a great job on it. And I feel like Network Rail do good jobs on restoration projects. You know, there's one that I saw over at Whaley Bridge with quite an historic bridge there. So it's always nice to see that they take things seriously and they want to keep the historical side of them. So great job. While I'm here, I just want to talk about the station building behind me. So it is actually, well, 10 years old now. It was built in 2013 at a cost of around £6 million. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there was some changes and a bit of investment that has gone on here, and that was one of the main pieces, as well as some changes to the road layout outside. Now, I do want to have a little touch on the inside. Now, obviously it looks fairly modern, but not only that, you'll notice that there is a cafe chain in there. Now, South Western chose for that particular one to be in there, as opposed to the one that had currently resided there for quite a while. Now, that was met with quite a lot of local opposition, and it just goes to show, and it actually made me chuckle really, that yes, you can make modernisation changes and you can make stations up to modern standards, but there are certain things about stations where the locals like, and it, you know, if you do the wrong thing and or do the wrong change, it can upset them. But obviously the traction behind the opposition obviously didn't get anywhere because the new chain is there, but nonetheless it's still nice to see, you know, people of their local area still passionate about things. You know, it goes hand in hand, but unlucky on that one. So that is my time at Wokingham all done. Fairly interesting, and as I said, there are a few changes which I do quite like. Nonetheless, I've got about 5-6 minutes until my service arrives to take me into Reading, and then I will do another episode there. Now, there is a lot more at Reading, so I'm hoping I can make the video a little bit longer, but nonetheless, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the next one, of course. But I will see you at Reading on the next episode of Down the Line.